Coming to you direct from Silencer Shop Studios, home of the Glass Case of Emotion.
SilencerShop.com, the easiest way to buy silencers online, period.
Stand by for education, enlightenment, enjoyment, and entertainment.
He's not here to talk about your feelings. He's not here to say what you want to hear. He's here to say what needs to be said.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, please welcome your host, the pimp hand of America, Professor Paul Markle.
Welcome me. Welcome you. Welcome to a brand new year of Student of the Gun Radio. Oh, man. Woo! Do we have a lot to talk about? The answer is yes. We have a tremendous amount. It's been driving me nuts because we took the Christmas break off. And believe it or not, getting in front of this black carbon steel microphone is kind of therapeutic for me. Because I encounter things in my daily life that just drive me absolutely up a freaking wall, like television commercials. But fear not. I'm gonna put that into the. I put it into the show notes, and we're gonna talk about that today. No, it's a brand new year, not a brand new format, right, Jared? It's not a format, or is it a format change? We kind of did a format change.
A little bit. Well,
it depends on your definition of format. We're going to deliver Student of the Gun Radio the exact same way that we've been doing, right? iTunes and iHeartRadio and all that, and Student Lounge.
Spotify soon. Did I tell you?
Oh, no. We're going to be on Spotify, too?
Yeah, I submitted our show to Spotify, so as soon as it's approved, I will let you guys know.
Woo!
Or if it doesn't get approved, I don't know why it wouldn't, but if it doesn't, then I'll let you know that, too.
We're on FM Player, SoundCloud, pretty much everything. And if we get on Spotify, that'll be even more of everything. But no, what we're doing with Student of the Gun Radio this year is the public broadcast, the ones that you're listening to right now, is going to be Monday and Wednesday. Okay. And then we will have bonus hour content on what days, Jared? Thursday and Friday, right?
Thursday and Friday. We are increasing the amount of bonus hours the grad program undergrad level gets.
Yes. So, and you say, all right, what's the deal with that, Paul? Come on, man. What's up? Well, let me tell you. Okay, we had two competing issues, two competing elements, I guess you could say, over the last 6 to 9 months. We've had public group listeners who said that they can't keep up, that we put out so much Student of the Gun Radio content that they can't keep up. And so they're not downloading, they're not streaming or listening to all 4 shows. But then on the other hand, we have these super hardcore dedicated listeners, our grad program people, who are like, no, bullcrap. It's not only is it enough, it's not enough. We need more. So we're like, okay. On one hand, we have people that are saying, I can't keep up with all the material you're doing. You're doing so much material every week. I don't have time to listen to it all. But then we have the dedicated hardcore people who are like, no, I can't get enough of you, baby. A little bit of smash mouth there. And I was right, wasn't it?
I'm not sure if that was right.
I can't get enough of you, baby.
Yeah, I think it is.
Smash mouth. Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to look that up real quick.
So here's the balancing act. The balancing act is, all right, great. The public, free, cost you nothing broadcast Mondays and Wednesdays, and then the dedicated bonus hours for the grad program people who are obviously a little bit more into Student of the Gun than the average person. Well, you're going to get a bonus hour on Thursday and a bonus hour on Friday. So you're going to get 2 bonus hours a week now. So we've doubled the grad program bonus hour material, and we've reduced the other material.
And the good news is for the grad program is the price doesn't change. It's still the same.
Yes, you get more material for the same price. You're welcome.
And yes, you were right. That is Smash Mouth.
Of course I was right.
The only Smash Mouth song I know is All Star.
Have you ever met a Paul Markle that was not right?
Maybe once or twice.
I'm right 99.7% of the time, okay? But in something else that we're going to do, and this is, are we gonna drop this on them, or are we gonna wait until Martin Luther King Day to let them know? We need to let them know.
Let's tell them now, because then the people that are part of the public listeners that can keep up, also they'll actually be able to subscribe to this one as well.
Okay. And well, in case this, we didn't introduce ourselves. It's the first show of the new year. I'm Paul Markle. I'm the host of Student of the Gun Radio. Jared, introduce yourself.
I'm Jared Markle. I am the co-host of Student of the Gun Radio. I'm the COO of Student of the Gun.
And
I'm Zach Markle. I'm the shipping ogre / co-host, and I'm currently sitting with Professor Paul in the studio, whereas Jared Markle is in the satellite studio in Salt Lake City.
yes, we're Zachary and I are in the main studio in Saratoga, Wyoming, high atop the mountain, and Jared is in the satellite studio in Salt Lake City, Utah. So there you go. In case this is your first one, that's who we are, and that's what we're doing. All right. So we explained the 2018 to you guys. We're launching a new audio product this month. In the month of January 2018, we're launching a new audio product, and it's going to be on iTunes, but it's not going to be in the sports category. It's not going to be in the outdoors or sports category. It's going to be in a completely different category, and it's going to be Morning Mindset with Paul Markle. That's me. It's going to be Monday through Friday, and it's going to be short form. You guys remember, all you guys that have been with us for a long time, or at least a few years, remember when we were in the old studios in Biloxi, and we would do the Friday Morning Mindset live via Facebook Live. So it's the same type of concept. It's going to be a 10 to 15 minute audio product, and we're going to talk about positive, productive ways to focus on, a positive mindset, right? Whether it's in family life, in business life, in your personal life, whether it's inspiration you need for training or strength or motivation or whatever, it's going to be Morning Mindset, and that's going to be a separate channel. It's going to be unto itself, and this is something that I felt like I needed to do. Quite frankly, I needed a new challenge for myself, so I decided to do that. So now I have a new challenge for myself. And what we're trying to do, in addition to reaching the audience that we're currently reaching, through for instance, on iTunes, the category we're in is sports / outdoor sports or something like that. Right, Jared? It's like sports / outdoor activities or something.
Yeah.
So, and that's how a lot of people find us. But the Morning Mindset is going to be in a completely different category. So we have the potential to reach out to a whole new audience, to introduce a new audience to all the goodness that is Paul Markle's voice coming through the black carbon steel microphone.
I'm not sure if you said it. How often will we be doing this podcast?
It's going to be Monday through Friday.
Every day?
Yes, Monday. Yeah, duh.
Or every week?
Every week, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Every day. Monday through Friday, every day? No, Monday through Friday, every week. And we're going to be on a normal like television radio production schedule. We'll be dark on national holidays, vacations in the summer, and things like that. But I'm looking forward to it. Zach's going to be in the background producing it and delivering it, and I think you guys will appreciate it. And like I said, you're allowed to subscribe to both.
Like you said earlier, if you're one of those people who just cannot get enough of Professor Paul and his black carbon steel microphone.
That's right. You're allowed to subscribe to both. And when is the launch date?
January 15th, Martin Luther King Day, correct?
January 1/5.
Yes, January 1/5/18 is the launch date for Morning Mindset. So
now, obviously, we have to go through the approval process for like iHeartRadio, iTunes, and all this stuff. So if it's not available on those platforms immediately on the 15th, there will still be a show, and it'll be available for you. And the best way to get notifications about that is just go to studentofthegun.com, and there's a Morning Mindset button there for you where you can actually get notifications when we go live.
There you go. All right, we've got a follow-up. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the lunatic mayor of St. Louis who's going to give away grocery cards if thugs will only voluntarily turn in their guns. And we read the story from Breitbart, and this is how I know I'm right. This is how I know just to follow my gut and my instincts. Bruce Franks, who is a Democrat, said in public, he said that this plan was tried before, this kind of thing is tried before, and it's not going to work. And I said, okay, if we've got a Democrat breaking ranks with another Democrat on a gun control issue, I bet you they're in competition with each other. And Jared, what did we get? We got confirmation from somebody.
Yeah, Alex from St. Louis wrote us a letter, and he said it was actually a digital letter. It wasn't like a handwritten to P.O. Box 405, Boulder, Colorado. It said, hello, you asked the folks in St. Louis to email you about Bruce Franks and if he supported the opponent of Lida Cruson, or Lida, however you say it. And he says, Paul, you were exactly right, kind of. He said, Bruce Franks did not support the opponent. He was an actual write-in opponent of her himself.
So he was her opponent in the mayoral election.
Yep.
And he lost to her. And so that's why he broke ranks on gun control, because Democrats will never break ranks on gun control or any progressive liberal issues unless by breaking ranks they can elevate themselves over their opponent. So you guys just need to trust me. Trust that I know what I'm talking about. All right. Well, what do we do each and every Monday? Jared, what do we do each and every Monday? We do a SWAT Fuel Warrior of the Week.
Yeah, this is Richard in Colorado. How much of a hassle is it to do a state-to-state move with NFA items such as suppressors? You know, did you have to do a lot of paperwork with the ATF and with the local sheriff, or is it just simply, let them know you changed the address? Anyway, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Okay, that's a good question. And that's the thing. Let's say you are living in a state where you can own NFA items like gun mufflers and short-barreled shotguns or short-barreled rifles. Like a lot of you guys dig your SBRs out there, right? And you're digging your gun cans and so forth. And you say, well, I'm going to move from state X to state Y, and am I allowed, or, shall I be allowed, and so forth. Now, one thing I'm going to assume is that you're probably not going to move from free America deliberately into not free America, right? You suppose I'm correct there, Jared? So people aren't going to say, I'm going to move from Texas to California because it's better there.
Yeah. Well, unless they are like on orders or something, but then you're still kind of constricted.
Well, orders are temporary. Like military orders are temporary.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to say is in addition to how did you get those items? See, are you a corporation? Are you an individual? Are you a trust? And that, I can't give, I really don't feel comfortable giving class 3 advice when it comes to individual ownership versus trust versus corporation versus what have you. And especially since the ATF just altered the rules and regulations. But here's what I will tell you.
I would say, from my point of view, a pretty good place to go would be your attorney.
Well, no, you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong, Jared. If you go to a regular attorney, most regular attorneys don't deal with class 3 stuff. Well,
if you're going through a trust or a business, then I assume that you have a business attorney.
Well, not necessarily, but okay. A class 3 dealer. Okay. But regardless of the NFA and the ATF stuff, something you need to ask yourself is, where I'm going, am I allowed to own those things? Because you might think, oh, I live in a free state, right? Or I'm moving to a free state. not every state in the union, regardless of NFA rules, not every state in the union will allow you to possess a short barrel rifle. Not every state in the union will allow you to possess a gun muffler. Now, a lot of them do. The majority do, but not all. And there are some states that you might assume that it's cool to own a can, and you find out that it's not. So before you're moving, I guess to answer your question, there's two things that you need to do. Number one, talk to your class 3 dealer. Like I said, I don't know how you acquired your things. Like Student of the Gun, we're a corporation. Okay. So, and we've been a corporation for 9 years or whatever. So, but you may have an individual trust or what have you. So talk to your class 3 guy, say, hey, we're going to move from here to there. And, based upon how I did my tax paperwork, because I could tell you what I did, but that doesn't really help you, because I could say, okay, I moved from Mississippi to Wyoming and I did this. Are you moving from Mississippi to Wyoming? Or are you moving from Connecticut to New York or New Jersey to California? I don't know. But then you need to find out the state that you're moving to, whether or not people are allowed to own. And we're generally talking about, gun mufflers, silencers, suppressors, what have you. But a lot of you guys out there actually own SBRs or AOWs or whatever, right? So, those are the questions that you need to find out. And good resources for those. I mean, in addition, obviously, to the class 3 dealer, because if you own any of those things, anything that comes with a tax stamp, if you own anything that comes with a tax stamp, how did you get it? You had to go through a class 3 guy, right? So you obviously know Jim or Bob or Fred or whatever, your class 3 guy. That's your guy, right? So go to your guy and say, hey, this is what we're planning on doing. What do you suggest? And then also you need to do some research, because if you're planning to move to, I don't know, X state, whatever, and then you find out, oh, man, I thought Washington was a free state, or I thought Iowa, or I thought Ohio, or I thought whatever. And some states have weird, funky laws, like you can have a can, but you can't have an SBR, or you can't have a short-barreled shotgun, or what have you. And you may not have realized that. You might have thought, okay, I'm good to go wherever, and you're not. So find out for yourself, and magazines too. There are some effed up states in America that you can't have more than 30, or you can't have more than 20, or you can't have more than 10, or whatever. And it's up to you to find out. And quite frankly, if there's no way in God's green earth, I would relocate myself to some place that said that we don't trust the peasants with more than 20 rounds or 10 rounds or whatever. So, and also in addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and give one more caveat. And do I have time for that, Jared? One more caveat, a quick one?
Yep.
Okay. A lot of you guys out there, a lot of you purists, are really down on the pistol stabilizing braces, whether it's the Shockwave or whether it's the SOB, or whether it's the Century SB47 or the SIG SB15 or whatever. A lot of you guys, all these purists are like, oh, that's stupid. That's like a toy. It's child's play. What you need to do is get an SBR, an actual real SBR. Okay, Sparky, all you firearms purists, you SBR purists are like, it's stupid to have a 10.5-inch pistol with one of those stupid braces on it. Just be a man and buy an SBR. Okay, you can be a man and buy an SBR, but you still have to file the paperwork. You still have to get the tax stamp, and then you still have to go through that little dance that I just talked about. Am I moving into a state that allows me to own an SBR? I don't know of any free America states that prohibit you from having a rifle caliber pistol. Now, there are slave states like New Jersey and California and New York and Maryland and stuff. Those people do. But essentially, that's the thing with the rifle caliber pistols. If the full-sized rifle, you know, if you can own a real legitimate AR rifle, you can own a real legitimate AR pistol, regardless of the furniture that happens to be strapped onto it. So, you guys do what you want. You're Americans. Live your life like you want to. I hope that answered your question. And, Jared, quick remind our caller this week what they need to do to get their free bottle of 9mm plus P from SWAT Fuel.
Oh, yeah, it's really simple. You just email info@suitandthegun.com, send your name, your mailing address, your phone number, and include your email typed into the body.
There you go. Okay. And if you were not the winner, it's cool, too. You can go to SWATfuelstore.com, and you can still be a winner. You can still be a winner because you can use the promo code SOTG2015. Let's say you wanted to buy the new SWAT box, whether it's the red one or the blue one. It's up to you. Use the promo code SOTG2015. You can save some money on that thing. There you go. You're welcome. Crossbreed holsters. What do they want to do? They want you to be an armed citizen. Not sometimes, not occasionally, but actually all the time. That's why they make the stuff that they make. That's why Crossbreed Holsters makes the Super Tuck Deluxe holster, so that you can stop making excuses for yourself to not carry a gun. If you want to find out what they've got to offer, go to crossbreedholsters.com. Froglube is green. It's minty fresh. It's a bio-based firearms lubricant, and they are a U.S. veteran-owned company. You might want to think about supporting those guys. Get Froglube.com from Froglube, or you could strike that and reverse it. You could get Froglube from Froglube.com. What do you think, Zach? Is that a good thing?
That's a very good thing.
Okay, Zach said that's a good thing. And you can get it from your favorite lubrication distributor. Century Arms, the sweetest smelling arms maker in the U.S. of A. Yes, they make the C39 V2. They make the C39 V2 pistol. Yeah, pistol. And you can put one of those ridiculous stabilizing braces on it. Yeah, they're ridiculous. But check out all their wares at centuryarms.com. DuraCoat, because life is too short to have an ugly gun. And I cannot wait to see all of my friends in the firearms industry, all of our friends and sponsors at the Shooting, Hunting, and Outdoor Trade Show coming up really soon. And I bet you the folks at DuraCoat, every year, they come out with something new. And I think each year, I think, how can Steve Lauer come up with more new ideas? And every year he blows me away, and he has something even cooler. So pay close attention, because I guarantee you that the folks at DuraCoat are come out with new colors or new designs or new patterns, or they're always coming out with new camouflage patterns, funky stuff. It's a reason to buy a new gun, just so that you can take a black gun and make it not black anymore. You can check those guys out at LauerWeaponry.com. That's LAUER weaponry.com. All right, Brownells, what do they do for you? Well, they have pretty much everything you could want to put in, on, or around a firearm. They have actual genuine firearms. You can order a firearm from Brownells, have it sent to your FFL dealer, pick it up there. And they're always doing sales, promos, you name it, free shipping, all kinds of things. And how do you find out about that? You go to brownells.com, you sign up for their newsletter, bingo, bango, boom, and you're done. All right, here's something that we're going to do. Monday, we're not going to drop quiet time, because we need quiet time. You need it. I need it. We all need it. So quiet time is now going to be today. So listen up, folks, for a quiet time.
I spy a black pickup truck. Oh, come on. How about something a little easier? Okay, I spy error-free forms, fast ATF processing, a 90-day money-back guarantee, and the largest inventory in the industry. I spy Powered By. That's right. With over 300 Powered By Silencer Shop retailers nationwide, there's always one close by. Is that easy enough for you? Ha! Almost too easy. Demand Powered By. Shop our industry-leading inventory at silencershop.com.
It's time for quiet time. And brothers and sisters, let me tell you what, I needed some quiet time. Jared, you weren't there. No, you were gone. Jared and Alex came over and they spent a few days with us for Christmas. But they had family coming into Salt Lake City, so they had to hightail it back to Salt Lake City so that actually on Christmas Day they would be there. Jared, do you know what your brother got for Christmas? Television-wise? No, you don't, do you?
No.
No, all right. Your mother and I got Zachary a subscription to Sling TV. It's a television app. I don't know. I don't think this app thing is going to work. I don't think that it's going to survive. It's like the internet. It's a passing fad. And the reason we did that was because, Zach likes the wrestling. You know, he likes to watch the wrestling and the WWE. And, they're on, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. They've got this ridiculous contract with the USA Network that they can't release the material to the public until 30 days after it's aired on USA. So it's kind of pointless. And, Zach's been trying to figure out a way to just get the USA Network so he can watch his wrestling on Mondays and Tuesdays. Well, your mom found this Sling TV app, and Sling TV has all these different channels, and you pay a flat fee per month, and it's a downloadable app. You put it on your smart TV through your Xbox Live, all that stuff. Well, we did that. And so Monday night, we activated it and we watched Monday Night Raw live on Sling TV. And you know what that is, Jared? You know what USA is?
It's a regular television channel?
Yeah. It's a network TV channel with commercials. I haven't watched regular network TV for, 10 years. Because we haven't. In 2007, when we relocated to Biloxi, we stopped carrying cable. That's how. Do you realize how long that's how long it's been? Yeah.
Yes, but I remember we looked for a while, but there was like one option, and it was like $200 a month, and so we just said screw it.
Yeah. So I have not been the only time that I'm ever subjected to network television is when I go to a hotel and stay. And I haven't done that a whole lot lately anyway. And usually when I'm in a hotel, I don't even turn the television on. So I'm telling you, Zach, was I upset? I needed some Bob Ross. I needed some quiet time.
He was very upset and annoyed a little bit.
I was losing. And here's why. I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to share this with you. So for 10 years, I have not watched network television, and I have not subjected myself to the lies and brainwashing that goes on in television commercials. Do you know what they had on? All right, Jared, you're aware of the WWE's lawsuit that they had of what like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, or something like that?
No,
15 years ago. The World Wildlife Foundation or Fund or whatever they are, the hippies. The animal hugging, the tree huggers and the bunny huggers, they sued WWF, the wrestling, for the use of the 3-letter acronym WWF, right? And that's probably about the only lawsuit Vince McMahon has ever lost.
To public knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
It's the only one he's ever lost.
So they lost it, and that's when they had to change it to WWE from WWF, right? Because the bunny huggers. There were World Wildlife Foundation or Fund or whatever F word you want to put in there, commercials during Monday Night Raw.
That was probably a well-placed ad. Or not so well-placed, because...
And it is, oh my Lord, it's horrible liberal propaganda. It's disgusting. What is so there is that. There is the bunny hugger, the liberal propaganda that if you send us X, we will use the money you send us to fight poaching in Africa. No, you won't. Because the countries where poaching goes on are run by corrupt dictatorial governments. And it doesn't matter how much money you send to the bunny huggers at P.O. Box 405, whatever, Bunny Hug Lane. They're not going to be able to stop the poachers in Zambezi or whatever. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Oh, and then, the tigers are going to go extinct. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that.
Nope, I didn't know that.
But tigers, if you don't send them $8 a month to adopt a tiger, what did they say, Jack? They said symbolically. They don't call it adopted anymore because I guess people start thinking that they're going to send them a tiger. But yeah, symbolically. If you don't,
when I was a kid, there was you can adopt a koala. It's I want to adopt a koala.
I want to adopt a koala.
And then over time, it's you don't actually get the
You don't
koala.
actually get it. They send you a picture of a koala.
Or they send you a little koala plushie.
Yeah, but so anyway, and there's another one. If you don't send them $8 a month, if you don't pledge, then tigers in the world will go extinct, and it'll be your fault. And in addition to that, there was the Wounded Warrior Project ads.
Interesting.
Yes, and you guys, if you're listeners to Student of the Gun Radio, you should know about the Wounded Warrior Project and my thoughts and feelings about it. And I really don't want to get into it now because it'll make me angry, and I don't want to do that. But
go to studentofthegun.com and search Wounded Warrior, and you'll find the episode about it.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I really, really needed some quiet time in my life, and I did achieve that. I went down and I lit a cigar and I poured myself a scotch over my Darth Vader. Thank you very much, my Darth Vader cube. Most scotches, especially single malt scotches, I drink neat. I do not add ice to high-end single malts, but things. There are certain things that require it. For instance, like Famous Grouse. I usually will chill the Famous Grouse. What else will I chill? Pig's nose. I'll chill the pig's nose too. I'll chill the pig's nose with ice. I'll chill the Famous Grouse with ice, and it doesn't hurt it. So I poured myself a Famous Grouse. I lit a cigar and I read a book, and I was able to chill. So there's that. And you know what occurred to me, Jared? It occurred to me that there are two Americas right now. There's the America that watches network television and the commercial spots that are on network television. And then there's the America that has freed themselves from the main reason I was so angry, I believe, is the fact that every commercial either just a complete lie and propaganda, like the bunny huggers and the WWF, the lies and propaganda, or the money store, money now, money this, money that, get yourself in debt. Loan sharks look at those 1-800 money store things and think, wow, how do they get away with that crap? It was all based upon, it's almost like it's like, we think that you're an imbecile. We formulate these commercials based upon the fact that we believe that the people watching them are imbeciles, are weak, spineless imbeciles, and we're gonna fleece them out of their money. It was insulting. I guess that was my biggest thing. My biggest problem with these commercials is, I was literally insulted by how stupid the people who made them think that I am. Yeah.
All that, and because Sheamus and Cesaro lost their titles.
Oh, yeah, that was bull crap, too. That was a bunch of horse crap, but we're not going to get into that today. Zach, did you want to take a moment to talk to the audience as the shipping ogre?
Yes, I would. Okay. So I just want everybody to know, since we're moving into the new year, actually, as of the time you're hearing this in your ear holes, this is the new year.
Yes, it is the year.
We currently have a clearance sale going on at studentofthegungear.com. Like an actual clearance sale. Like, we need to get this stuff off of our shelves.
What?
Yeah, we got going in a new year.
The shipping ogre.
We're going to be making new products. We need that space.
The shipping ogre has approved a clearance sale. So you freaks heard it here first. So go to studentofthegungear.com. And is there a button or?
Like at the very top of the page, it's literally a clearance section. It's the first thing you see at the top of the page.
What?
Things on clearance include the Humping Makes You Hard patches, which are 50% off. Team Honey Badger patches, which are stickers, which are 40% off. And the Sweet Buddha soaps, which are $2.50 off.
Woo! There you go.
And there's even more in that.
All right.
Head over to studentofthegungear.com and save yourself some money and help us clear up some space on our shelves.
Thank you, Shipping Ogre.
Attention, new listeners. We produced a complimentary online training course called 7 Training Tips That Could Save Your Life. Get instant access by joining the Student Lounge for free at studentofthegun.com. Do you watch Student of the Gun TV, read the blog, and follow us on Facebook? If you answered no to any of these questions, you are wrong, but you can easily fix yourself. Go to studentofthegun.com to find everything SOTG.
All right, let's talk about the main topic of today. When is terror not terror? Many of you may have missed this because, well, during the Christmas season, what do you guys do? You engage in family activities, you take time off of work, and most of you, like me, tune out away from the news. But while you weren't paying attention, down under, they had a car attack, not a human. Did you see the headline there, Jared? A car went crazy and attacked a bunch of people. I know. It's I don't know. I guess they need more car control in Melbourne, down under in Australia.
Is this the plot to Cars 4?
Yeah, it might be. There you go. Zach said this is the plot to the movie Cars 4. When cars attack. Well, no. The story from Fox40.com, the headline says, Melbourne car attack. Suspect charged with 18 counts of attempted murder. Well, here we go. Apparently, there actually was a human being behind the wheel of the car. I know you're shocked by that. Here we go. It says a driver who plowed into pedestrians on a busy street in Melbourne this week was charged with 18 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of endangering life. Okay. Australian police said on Saturday. The crash injured 18 people, including 1 young child, outside Melbourne's Flinders Street Station. And what you're not supposed to know, or what they're not saying here, let me see. Did they say it in here? Everybody was engaged in holiday Christmas shopping. This is a huge place where people go to Christmas shop or to shop for Boxing Day, because I know it's big down there. And it says, while the crash was deliberate, check this out, there was no evidence of terror, said Shane Patton, Chief Commissioner of Victoria Police. The suspect, check it out, the suspect, a 32-year-old Australian citizen of Afghan descent, so he's Afghani. Jared, what's the primary cult, what's the primary death cult that runs Afghanistan? Is it the Hindus? Is it the Southern Baptists? I'm not sure. Maybe they're agnostic.
I think it's the Shaolin monks.
The Shaolin monks. The Shaolin monks. So a 32-year-old man of Afghani descent. Oh, and it says he was known to police for minor offenses, and he had a history of drug use and mental issues, said authorities. He will appear before a magistrate on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. So, and it goes on to say what happened and how the car was barreling down the road at 60 miles per hour and deliberately ran into people and so on and so forth. And I'm looking at the story here. So They have the suspect in custody. He has been arrested. He is not a minor because he's 32 years old, but they weren't able to come up with a photograph or a name. Does that seem strange to anyone else?
I don't really know how that works. Isn't that like the first thing they do when they arrest somebody?
Well, yeah. If it's a whacked out little white boy from South Carolina, that's the first thing they do. But when it's a 32-year-old adult male of Afghani descent, we can't come up with a name or a photograph. Interesting. But what do we know for sure? It's not terrorism. No, absolutely not. How can they know that? It just happened. This just happened. Okay? So in a story that goes along with this, so this happened. This guy goes nuts, right? Drives his car into one of the most busy shopping areas of Melbourne, right? And what are people doing? Well, the infidels are out Christmas shopping. They're shopping for Boxing Day. And a follow-up story from the dailymail.co.uk says the following. Braced for Boxing Day terror, police protect Sydney shoppers by blocking off roads with huge semi-trailers and concrete bollards after last week's car horror in Melbourne. So on one hand, we have the Melbourne police guy saying, "Oh no, this is not terror. No, there's no terror here, no terror." And then a couple of days later in Sydney, they go to the major shopping areas and they block off the streets with semi-tractors, tractor trailers, and concrete bollards so nobody can do the exact same thing that they did in Melbourne. Now, riddle me this, Batman. If the Melbourne attack was not terrorism and it was just the act of one individual crazy lone wolf guy, then why is Sydney ramping up for potential terrorist attacks? I don't know. Well, I can tell you, and here's my personal opinion. It's never a terror attack unless there's a reason to ask you, the citizen, to surrender more of your freedom, more of your liberty, more of your for the promise of safety and security. When you need to surrender, when guns are involved, it's absolutely a terrorist attack. But when there's a car, it's just a guy in a car running people over. That's not a terrorist attack. Well, who was he? Well, we don't have his name, and we're not going to show you his picture. And I'm sure it was an accident that they let slip that he was a man of Afghan descent. But it's not terror. So fear not. Fear not. It's only terror when it benefits the state for it to be terror. If the state wants you to look the other way, or, oh no, this isn't it at all, that's just an individual lone person and in no way. And yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I wanted to throw that out to you guys because I didn't know if you guys had picked up on that. On one hand, the state official saying, "Oh, this is not terror at all," and then 3 days later, the cops in Sydney are gearing up for potential terror attacks after the one that just happened that wasn't a terror attack. Do you ever get tired of being lied to? Jared, do you think that the folks out there ever get tired of being lied to? Are you tired of being lied to yet, folks? I don't know. All right, that's it. That brings us right up to the end of the very first Student of the Gun Radio of the year 2018. Thank you very much for joining us. I truly appreciate it. And we will be back again, like I said, on Wednesday. And let me look forward on my show notes and see what I've got here. Oh, mass slave state exodus. Good thing or a bad thing? We'll find out. Remember, you're a beginner once, a student for life.
We appreciate your reviews. If you haven't left a review or updated yours recently, head on over to Facebook, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast player to voice your opinion. Don't forget to join us at the Student Lounge, a place for like-minded individuals to learn, connect, and support each other. No chicanery will be tolerated. Remember to check studentofthegun.com daily for new, free content and giveaways. Watch, listen, read, shop, and connect at studentofthegun.com. Are you a social butterfly? Connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for new content each and every day at Student of the Gun. Watch Student of the Gun TV and videos from our trusted partners on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Chromecast, and even AirPlay. Go to studentofthegun.com for direct links, and remember, you're a beginner once, a student for life.